So let's start off with this Tenacious D thing. I'm a really big fan of Tenacious D. The first time I ever saw them was on a show on HBO called Mr. Show. At first, they were just appearing as, like, you know, characters on the show. And then the next year, they would have little shorts that would run after Mr. Show. And I thought they were fucking hilarious. I thought Jack Black was just an immense talent. He was very young at that point. And over the years, you saw it sort of manifest. It started as like a comedy kind of bullshit act. They would come out, they were these slovenly fat fucks. They would come out and they would be like, we're the best band in the world.
Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, and Molly Hatchet could not be here tonight, but they all had sex and are proud to announce the birth of their two-headed baby, Tenacious D.
And two dudes, no band, and they would, these songs were badass.
Fuck yeah!
And they have managed to parlay this into worldwide arena tours. The Tenacious D sell out large places with no hit songs. They barely ever put out records, but people come out in droves to see Tenacious D. It seemed like they'd be able to just do this for the rest of their lives. You know, go on tour, the people come out, it's a big love fest. Well, that shit has hit an iceberg. It has sunk.
You don't give a shit, and I've been sitting around getting sick of your attitude, you fucker, you fucking bitch!
Tenacious D may be over. Like, they may be finished as a duo after Kyle Gass, at a show in Australia, not even in the United States, but of course everywhere, everyone is recording. It was Kyle's birthday, I guess. So Jack brings out this like robot that marches out with a birthday cake, and it comes time for Kyle to make his wish and blow out his candles. And he said this.
Don't miss Trump next time.
Thank you. We love you, Cage.
Mitchell, take it backstage and cut it into pieces, please.
Thank you, Mitchell!
Thank you, guys.
So that didn't go over well. We see the polarization of politics here in the United States of America has not only has it gone into the red, it's been in the red for a bit. And it's come to the point that now it's like sports. We're beyond like right and wrong and even what we all believe. You know, now it's become my team versus your team. And, you know, I'm a big football fan, American football fan. And, you know, you might talk shit about another team like, oh, dude, your team has fucking murderers and rapists and all that shit. And then, but if somebody on your team turns around and murders and rapes, you're like, I don't know if I believe this chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of, there's a lot of selective shit. You believe what you want to believe. You want to believe your team's gonna win. And we've come to that point. We have lost the plot when it comes to politics. One thing I will say, though, Jack Black immediately washed his hands of KG and left that motherfucker's dick in the dust. It was not a cool move as a friend. I get where Jack is coming from in the sense that he's got a family, he's got to continue to work, and you don't want to have this other motherfucker pull you down. But if you watch that video, Jack is laughing. It's not like he was appalled in the moment. He thought it was funny. It was a joke. I get when we're talking about political assassination, it's extremely touchy, extremely touchy. And as I said, I would never, ever, ever wish for any sort of physical harm on Donald Trump simply because he's a jackass. You know, I've always felt that. I felt that way before he even got into politics. Because if you're okay with him getting shot in the fucking head, what about anybody? You know, you're putting the green light on everyone. Like, the left wing has gone so far down the fucking rabbit hole that now they're the ones censoring people and calling for people to be silenced and shit like that. And on the right wing, they've gone so far that they're past Donald Trump. They don't even like Donald fucking Trump. Somebody explain that to me, by the way. I don't understand what's happened that some of these people have gone so far right wing that now they don't like Donald Trump. Explain that to me. I don't know. But yeah, so Kyle immediately got dropped by his fucking management, which is, by the way, just an aside. If you're Kyle Gass's manager, that's the easiest fucking job that exists in this world. Kyle Gass has one fucking job. They put him in movies every now and again as a goof. He doesn't get put in TV shows and movies on the regular. He's not in commercials. There's one thing this motherfucker does. He's in Tenacious D. So if you're his manager, you just gotta hang around and accept 10% for doing fucking nothing. And for him to also leave Kyle Gass with his dick in the dust, I think that's bullshit, dude. Once the backlash started, Jack Black, as I said, he immediately dumped that motherfucker. He says, and I quote, "I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding." So what he's saying is, not only am I canceling the tour, I don't even know if I'm ever going to work with this motherfucker again. Tenacious D is effectively on hiatus because of this fucking one throwaway bullshit little joke that was made on an otherwise non-televised event. I understand people say, oh, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, or whatever hacky shit people say. But come on, man. Are we serious? We're going to ruin this fucking guy's life? But I'm getting his back more than his goddamn lifelong friend, Jack Black. Once again, Jack Black, he does a lot more than Kyle does. Jack has a reputation to think of. But god damn, that was fast. He not only dropped that motherfucker, he said, I don't even think I'm going to work with this motherfucker again. KG had initially put up an apology, but it's recently been taken down. And people say, oh, what's that about? The way I feel about it, my take on it is just, he's already lost everything. So what the fuck? Like, what's the point? Now he's going to apologize for some shit he meant. I saw that joke out in the world. I saw that shit on Reddit. I saw that shit on X. I saw it all over the fucking place. People were making a lot of jokes, lots of memes. It was an amazing thing. How often have we seen that? When's the last time that we saw like a fucking attempt on a president's life? Like I've heard of like, we were 10 minutes away or something like that. But I mean, for real, has anyone been shot post Reagan? I don't think so. So, it's an incredibly rare thing. And in our world where we just, we break everything down to the point that it just has no meaning anymore, of course, there's a million jokes, a million memes. And it's so weird to me that of all people, Kyle fucking Gass ends up being the face of this shit. And one of the silliest and most absurd elements of it is this indignation from these right-wing motherfuckers. These are the people that LOL'd when Pelosi's husband got beaten with a hammer. These are the people who have made excuses for the January 6th motherfuckers. And if you're going to do that, once again, that's your right. That's cool. But if it happens to somebody on your team and you're mad, then you're a hypocritical piece of shit, dude. These are the motherfuckers that are always making the too soon jokes. They always want to present themselves as being so fucking tough and so fucking edgy. Listen, I'm a supporter of the right to free speech, whether I agree with you or not. And I think if you're selectively outraged, then you're not coming from a real place, dude. You're coming from, like I said, a sports fan. You're a mark. You're somebody who's gotten so caught up in red versus blue that you're willing to stand for pretty much whatever, as long as it's going your way. This shit, it all blows over eventually. How are you going to be mad at this guy? What a sweet, he's like a little cherub. He's like a sweet baby. How are you going to be mad at him forever? And he's also old and fucked up. He does nothing else but this. You're literally forcing him into retirement, and I don't know if this motherfucker has saved his money. I hope he has. He didn't have a huge career. It's not like he could come back to a lot. Either Jack Black will let him do Tenacious D again or he won't. It's a 50-50 proposition. So I'm gonna pray for you, Kyle. I don't know what you guys think, but you can fucking hit it up in the comments. And I may read that shit in the listener comments section next time.